Hello guys, now good morning to all of you. Today is Wednesday, date you see here, 7/10/2020, class 12, the Tempest, Act 5, Scene 1, line number 321, page 118. We are towards the end of the play. Here see, page number 118. Here see Tringo. Tringo, now we can say, he says answers what he was asked from Alonso. Now say Tringo, you can say is asked, and before that say here, Alonso says here, and Tringo is reeling right. Just because he is under the influence of alcohol, he is not feeling giddiness. He is unable to control himself, unable to balance it. So that, and Tringo is reeling live, and Tringo is so drunk that he can hardly keep himself steady. Steady, you can say, he cannot, you can say, control himself, he cannot stand properly. Find this grand liquor, okay, find this, okay, where should they find this grand liquor? Where did they find this excellent liquor, very good, you can say, liquor, this alcohol, that has gilded them, that has, you can say here, made their, you can say, face crimson, reddish. How camest thou in this pickle? How did you come in this kind of trouble, in this kind of predicament? Predicament means trouble. So how did they manage to obtain this excellent liquor, which has given a crimson glow to their faces? And okay, it tells Tringo, how did you get into this mess? How did you get, you can say, into this trouble? How is that I see you in this predicament? How do I see this? How do I see you in this predicament, in this kind of trouble? Now Tringo answers. What Tringo says? I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last that. He says, I have been, you can say, in this kind of predicament, and this kind of predicament since, you can say, I met you last time. I have been in this predicament since the last time I saw you. Predicament means in trouble. Then say here, I fear me. He says here, I am afraid that the liquor which, you can say, has penetrated my, you can say, bones would never leave them. He says, I am afraid the liquor which has, you can say here, penetrated, you can say, into my bones would never leave, you can say, would never leave them. Liquor would never leave, you can say, his bones. I shall not fear fly, you can say, and blowing. Now he says, I will not be scared, you can say, or I will not have to fear, you can say, the flies. You can say, yes, just flying. They will not come and sit, you can say, on my body, because my body, you can say, got, you can say, foul smell. In other words, I did not feel afraid of being, you can say, tormented by flies. I will not, you can say, I did not feel, you can say, I did not feel, you can say, afraid of being, you can say, of course, tormented by flies. Now, because flies could not, you can say, touch me on account of the foul smell emanating from me. So he says, I did not be, you can say, afraid of flies. They will not, you can say, come and they will trouble. They will not come to me and they will not, you can say, trouble me, because flies would not, you can say, touch me, because my body, you can say, is full of foul smell. Now Sebastian, what Sebastian says here? How now you can say Stefano? Now Sebastian is asking, okay, what is wrong with you, Stefano? And what is wrong with you, Stefano? Sebastian, you can say, is asking Stefano. Now Stefano says here, oh, touch me not. He says here, do not touch me. He says, oh, you do not, you can say, touch me, because I am Stefano. Okay, he says, do not touch me because I am not a Stefano. Do not touch me because I am not a Stefano. I am not a Stefano. But a cramp, he says, I am only, you can say, a heap of cramps. I am only, you can say, a heap of cramps. Cramps means pains. So, having entered, you can say here, having entered a pool of stinking water, I am now afflicted with cramps all over my body. I am afflicted with cramps all over my body. Now see here Prospero. What Prospero tells, you can say Stefano. He tells Stefano. Okay, you would be king on the isle, or you will be king of this isle. Sirra. Sirra means you can say fellow. So you are the fellow who wanted to become the king of this island. Is it not so? Prospero is asking. You wanted to become the king of this island. Is it not so? Stefano says, I should have been, you can say, so is here one then. He says here, if I become, you can say, the king of this island, certainly you can say I would have suffered very badly. In other words, you say here, in my desire to become the king of this island had actually been, you can say, here fulfilled. In my desire to become the king of this island, okay, had actually been, you can say, fulfilled, I would have, you can say, perpetually been, you can say, here, afflicted with aches in my bones. In other words, had I become the king, you can say, of this island, okay, my body would have been, you can say, filled, you can say, with perpetual pains. I would have been, you can say, made suffer. Alonso, this is a strange thing as ever I looked on. Alonso tells, you can say, of course, pointing to Caliban. Alonso, you can say, tells, pointing to Caliban, he tells, okay, he is a strange creature I have ever seen in my life. He says, this kind of a strange creature I have not, you can say, seen in my life. I am, you can say, watching this, you can say, creature, Caliban, for the first time. Now pointing to Caliban, he is pointing towards Caliban, and you can say what he says here. He is as disproportionate, you can say, in his manners as in his shape. He says he is as disproportionate in his manners as in his shape. So his manners are as clumsy. Caliban's manners are as clumsy and crude as his body is deformed. His manners are, you can say, quite rude. Okay, quite, you can say, clumsy and crude. Okay, as his body is deformed. In other words, his manners are, you can say, not polite, gentle. Actually, he behaves as if, you can say, he is a good person. Then say here, go Sirrah to my cell. He tells Caliban. Go fellow to my, you can say here, you fellow Sirrah, you fellow Caliban, you go to my cave. Go fellow, go into my cell, into my cave, and take your companions with you. Okay, to take, okay, go Sirrah to my cell, take with you your companions. Take, you can say, your companions, your, you can say here, friends with you, as you look to have my pardon. Okay, if you are going to seek my pardon, okay, you go to, you can say, my cave, my cell. Okay, trim it handsomely and go and make it, you can say, of course, here, make it neat and clean. Now see what he says here. So take with you your companions. So you, Caliban, go to my cell, take with you, you can say, your friends. Okay, as you look to have, you can say, my pardon. Okay, then he says here, you wish to obtain, okay, if you wish to obtain my forgiveness for your, you can say, evil doings, you can say, against me, okay, go to my cell and tidy up the place so that it looks neat and clean. Okay, tells Prospero tells Caliban, go to my, you can say, cave, take your friends with you, make it neat and clean. If you are going to seek my, you can say, pardon, okay, for doing wrong against me, you go and clean, you can say, my cave properly. Then see what Caliban says here. Yet that I will, he says here, I will certainly comply with your order. In other words, I will obey you and I will go and clean the cave to obtain your pardon. And I will be wiser hereafter and seek your grace. And he says here, and in future, hereafter, in future, I shall behave sensibly. I shall behave, you can say, sensibly, you can say, in future, if I have to obtain your pardon. If I am going to, of course, get, you can say, your, or you can say, obtain your forgiveness. I have to be sensible to you. I have to be very good and polite and kind to you. Okay, now see, what a thrice double as was I. Now you can say, says, in making this, you can say here, in mistaking this drunkard, he has, you can say here, mistaken that drunkard, he has a Stefano to be, you can say here, a wise man and to be you can say a good person. So you can say he has made a mistake. So he says, what a thrice double as was I. So in making mistake of this person to be a good person, okay, Stefano a good person. Of course, you can say I have made, you can say here, donkeys. Okay, I have made, you can say myself donkey equal to 6 donkeys. What it says here? You see here, in mistaking this drunkard, you can say here, empty-headed fool. That is a Stefano. In mistaking this drunkard, empty-headed fool Stefano for a good and for you can say God, for a God, and worshipping him and worshipping Stefano, I have been as stupid as 6 donkeys put together. As 6 donkeys put together would be. That is what you can say says here. What a thrice double as was I to take this drunkard for a God and worship this you can say dull fool. So I have made you can say here a big mistake in of course making this you can say drunkard Stefano a God and worshipping him, and you can say I have proved myself a stupid fellow equal to 6 donkeys could be put together. Now say Prospero. What Prospero says, go to Sirah, he says here, well then, go and do what you can say I have ordered to do. So Prospero tells you can say here, of course, Caliban to go and do what you can say I have ordered you or what I have told you. Then see Alonso says here, Alonso tells you can say Caliban and his companions. What he says here, hence and bestow your luggage where you found it. He says, okay, now you go to the place from where you can see you have stolen the gaudy garments, shining garments, gaudy garments. You have to restore it there. You have to keep it once again to the same place from where you have stolen this garment. He says, hence, okay. He says, yes, go and put back this trash where you took it from. Trash, you can say that garments. Okay, go away and hang these, you can say, gaudy garments on the line from where you pick them up. So you have to go to the line and just you have to hang them against of course this gaudy garments, shining garments from where you have stolen it. Now Sebastian, what Sebastian says, or stole it rather, or rather put them back from where you have stolen the garments, or rather put them back from where you have stolen them. Them means garden. Them means okay, here see. Gaudy garments. Okay, exeunt Caliban, Stefano and Trinculo. All of them you can say just leave the stage. Now say Prospero. What Prospero says here? Sir, I invite your highness and your train to my poor cell. Now Prospero tells Alonso and he invites, okay, Alonso, his highness and you can say his trains, his you can say courtiers, his followers. So, sir, I invite your majesty and your followers to my cell, where you shall rest yourself for this one night. So, Prospero is inviting Alonso and you can say his companions, you can say his subordinates to his cell. Cell means cave, and there they are going to spend one night. Okay, your train to my cell, where you shall take your rest for this one night. There Alonso and his companions will take rest for one night. Which part of it I shall, you can say here, waste with such discourse as I not doubt shall make it go quick away. Now it says here, of course, in the cave, or you can say in the night, I will, you can say, a part of my story, I will, you can say, let you know how I came to the island, how I came to this island, and how you can say I have survived, how I have managed to keep myself in the safe side from death, and I have survived, I have brought up my child. All these things I will, you can say, tell you. This will be a part of, you can say, my story. Okay, I will tell you in the night so that the time will pass, you can say, quickly. So he says, sir, I invite your highness and your train to my poor cell. I invite you and you can say your train, your subordinates to my, you can say, cave, and you are going to rest and spend one night in my cave, where you shall take your rest for this one night. There you will take rest for one night. Which part of it? I will spend a part of, you can say, this night. I will spend, you can say, part of this night in the kind of talk, okay, in the kind of talk which I am certain shall make, you can say, your time pass quickly. So I will, a part, you can say, of this night, and you can say a story, a part of my story, I will let you know, and time will pass, you can say, here quickly. Now say here, the story of my life and the particular accidents gone by since I came to this island. Since I came to this island. So I will tell you the, of course, the story of my life and the particular incidents which have happened, you can see here, on the ocean, on the island, okay, here, since my arrival on this island. Since my arrival on this island, whatever happened, whatever things, incidents took place, of course, I will tell you when I will, you can say, tell you the story in the night. Then say, since I came to this island, and in the morning, okay, and in the morning, I will bring you to your ship, and I will take you to, you can say here, I will take you to your ship. I will take you to your ship, and so to Naples, okay, which shall take us to Naples, which that ship will take us to Naples, where I hope to witness the marriage of this our, you can say here, dearly beloved, of course, children, performed with all the ceremonies and rituals pertaining to it. So he says, okay, I will take you to the ship, and by that ship we will go to Naples, and we will see, you can say, our, of course, daughter, and you can say your son Ferdinand, okay, getting married with proper or solemn ceremonies, and then from there I will return, okay, to my native place. Okay, I will bring you to your ship, and so to Naples, where I have hoped to see the nuptial of these our dear beloved solemnized. Nuptial means marriage. So there you can say Naples. I would like to see, you can say, my daughter, and you can see your son Ferdinand getting, married with solemn ceremonies of this our dear beloved solemnized, and thence retire to my Milan, and from there I will be taken myself. Okay, from there I will be taken myself to Milan, where I will spend my time. So remaining of my life, the rest of my life, I will, you can say, spend in Milan, thinking of my death, where every third thought shall be my grave, and every thought, you can say, every third thought will be, you can say, about my death. Now Alonso, to hear the story of your life, okay, I long to hear the story of your life, which must take the ear strangely. He says here, I have very strong desire. Alonso tells Prospero, I have very strong desire to hear the story of your life, which is sure to captivate my ears. Now Prospero, which must take the ear strangely, okay, which will make, you can say, my, which will, of course, force me, or which will know, a story of your life will, of course, certainly captivate, you can say, my ears, and I will be quite attentive listening to you. Now Prospero says, I shall deliver all. He says, I will tell you the entire story of my life, and I also promise you calm weather. And you can say, I promise you, when you can say we will be, going by ship, voyaging by ship to Naples, I promise you, you will have calm weather and favorable winds, and winds will be also favorable. So I shall deliver all and promise you calm seas, auspicious gales, favorable winds, and sail so expeditious, and of course sails, winds during, you can say, your voyage will be quite favorable, okay, which will be so steady that you shall overtake all the other, you can say, of course, ships of your royal. So all the other ships, they thought that, okay, your ship, you can say, got wrecked and got, you can say, drowned. So you will overtake, you can say, other, you can say, ships of your fleet. Okay, and sail so expeditiously, and sail so expeditious that shall catch your wild fleet far off. Okay, so your ship shall overtake all other, you can say, ships of royal fleet, which must, you can say, already have covered a long distance. So other ships, you can say, of your fleet, they have covered, you can say, long distance, but once, you can say, we go by, you can say, this ship, then we can say we will overtake other ships which you can have gone, of course, far away, long distance they are ahead of us, that will be overtaken. Those ships will be overtaken by our ship. A side to